Welcome. I am David. And yes, I'm happy to be here today. Today, we're going to talk about short motivations part two. Um, reason why you want to stay motivated is so that you can be successful every day. As you can see, I got my famous winner's hat. And so that's how it's going today. Yesterday, we talked about having small victories every day when you get up, from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep. And that's what we talked about today. We're having an extension of that. And what we're talking about today is how to be the best with these short motivations. All right, let's get on into it and let's see what we can talk about and see what we can come up with. One of the situations that makes these short motivations hard hitting and factual is that they're easy, they're simple to do. All you have to do is execute as a person. So when you get up and you make that first situation, it's positive. You make your bed, you say something positive, and then when you go into that second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and so forth, and they're all positive moves, what you're doing is you're setting your day up to be conducive to you. In order for it to be conducive, in order for your day to be conducive to you, is to be the best in your mind. So your mind has to sometimes catch up because sometimes you wake up and you're a little slower. You're just getting up, especially if you stayed up late working or you're up late or you had commitments and you know that those commitments are what is driving your force within you. And that could be family, it could be significant other, it can be just you in particular wanting to be great that day. To be great, you got to be good first. So when you start off with the positive, you're already good. So you're already at step one, already in that section. A couple of streams ago, we talked about having an active business plan. This is all part of it. This is just a part of the mental side. So one of the best things that you can do is go to the mirror after you clean yourself up and say an affirmation to yourself in the mirror, like I'm the best that I can be, I'm the greatest, and so forth and so on. Say that a couple of times, as well as your faith-based situation, and then right in the mirror, because it's going to give you what you look like, and what's going to come back is going to be positive because you're looking at a mirror. So you are a reflection of your brain, you're a reflection of yourself. This is important because as you train yourself to be better, your mind will lead, your heart will follow, and your faith will be above all of it like an umbrella carrying you forth. That's what they say, walk in the rain and don't get wet. That's one of those sayings. And also we have a saying here, be as a duck and let it roll off your back, because it doesn't affect you. So whatever negatives you encounter at work or through your own self or through misguided interests, or there's something that's bothering you in that morning, you just keep going no matter what. You could be driving to work, you could get cut off. I'm sure a lot of people have experienced that. Instead of being mad about it, just relax about it. That's their insurance rates getting ready to go up. So you drive safely and then you stay relaxed and you stay within you. You stay within your situation. And that's what you want to do. One of the best tools that you can have in your toolbox of being successful is to constantly say to yourself that I am moving forward. I am moving forward. I am moving forward with conduciveness. I am moving forward. I am a magnet for goodness. I am a magnet for money. I am a magnet for whatever it is that you want to be. Those will help you in your belief, in your short motivations, is that as you're completing each and every task that you set out for yourself or that has been set out for you during the day, you're accomplishing them. So that becomes your lifestyle. And as that becomes your lifestyle, that's when your dreams start becoming your reality. And once that happens, there's no limit to how far you can rise. Never worry about who's worried about you. Never worry about yourself. Just keep having the small victories every day, and you'll see yourself moving forward. Now, if you have a job and you have a boss, or you are the boss, and you have situations that are not conducive, learn how to manage them. Manage them correctly according to you within the confines of what your company culture is or what your job structure is. So that way you don't have any more problems. So if they give you a deadline and you're on your square and they give you a deadline and you say, okay, this is going to be stressful. No, it's not stressful. You got to break it. You got to break it up in the segments that you know that you can complete. So I don't know if that's a to-do list or it's the notes on your phone or however you're going to do it, but you have to have a strategy. That's why we say success through strategy. That way you can lower the stress level and increase the production. Okay. And then step through and keep going forward and going forward on your own way, even though they want you to do it a certain way, or you've been told it's got to be done this way. As you step forward, it doesn't stress you out. And that's very important. So some would say you're walking on ice. That's not true. That's a negative statement. What you are, you're walking on solid footing based on who you are as a person by having motivations from the time you woke up to the time you go to bed. And those motivations turn into victories because that's your lifestyle. And that's how you beat the stress. And you might say, oh, it's easy for him to say, but it's true. It's very true. Because to build something, you got to go piece by piece. Now, some people can go piece or big piece by big piece. Some people got to go small steps, small steps. Some people just go with the flow. So you got to figure out which one is it for you and how you can break that down into your language and your communication and then your culture. And what I mean by your culture, your work culture, how you're going to get it accomplished. That's something wholly on to you. Now, if you're a part of a group, you just understand the dynamics of the group. And once you understand that, you understand what your role is and what you need to do. And you also have to be careful so that you don't take on too much within that group or they're expecting you to do all the work. So you got to figure that out. So once you understand the dynamics of yourself, then you can move forward. Once you understand the dynamics of the group, then you can move forward because it's going to give you a look, a peek of what how you need to be within that group. And then it's going to constantly change because you're still dealing with issues and cultures and different people. And so you got to work all those together concurrent, like we always say, run everything concurrent. So you're doing your motivations, bang. You're doing your victories, bang. Okay. And then you're getting your work in your workspace, whether you're an entrepreneur or work, you're getting it moving forward. That's all you want. So as a person out here getting it done, I use these all the time, because then it means that I can accomplish more and be more specific and then be more victorious at the end. So today I just wanted to talk about this short motivations part two, and I wanted to talk about it really, really quick, and I didn't want to go past a certain time frame. So anyway, I want to thank you for listening to me. I want to thank you for having the time to understand, and I want to thank you for being who you are. So in ending, I'm going to say blessings to you and blessings to your families. And what I want for myself, I want for others. So have a great night and be looking for some more streams coming up. Thank you. This is David, your host. Have a great one.